Hey you guys, what's up? Hey girl, hey, it is your girl Tash and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video guys, I'm going to be getting into a ton of new makeup that I've kind of been stockpiling for a while. We have some things from Physicians Formula, Wet n Wild, e.l.f., Charlotte Tilbury, Artist Couture, a lot of new stuff. I also have some other new stuff that I'm going to be sharing on my channel with you guys. So stay tuned for that in a completely different video. But for today, let's get glam. Oh, also, I look tore up because we're doing a glam transformation. So let's do it. All right, y'all. So I literally just woke up. So we're just going to do a glam transformation. And okay, I didn't just wake up, but like I've been drinking my coffee a little bit this morning and I'm looking really tore up, but I purposely came on video like this today because I want to do a glam transformation with all of this makeup and then come back at the end of everything and show you guys a transformation. Okay, so I am going to start off with the new e.l.f. Grip Primer. It's the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer in Clear. I just had it. Here we go. So it looks like this. I'm sure you guys have seen this all over YouTube already. I'm a little late to the game. Get it together, girl. So anyways, this says, keep makeup in place with this clear gel primer full of skin-loving ingredients. It has a lot of really good skin ingredients in here. Hyaluronic acid, I was just reading it, glycerin, niacinamide. Niacinamide is one of my favorites along with hyaluronic acid. It's also got the Melissa flower leaf stem water in it. It's got peppermint leaf water. So it sounds really good. It sounds nice and moisturizing. It comes with a pump. And you're supposed to press this into the skin. Now the consistency of it to me looks like the Milk Primer, Grip Primer, whatever that stuff is. I didn't really like that. It doesn't have a smell, so I'm happy about that. Just taking what's left over and applying it here. I'm a little nervous because you just are supposed to press this into your skin and then wait 30 seconds. I just hope like it's not gonna pill or anything. But it says once you press it into the skin, the warmth of your fingers is going to allow it to kind of sink into the skin. And it, like I said, it's supposed to be nice and hydrating. It's just, I don't like pressing primers into the skin. So guys, we do have a ton of product to get through today. So I probably will most likely to speed things up. So this is not a 30-minute video. Nicholas, not a 30-minute video. But to speed things up, I'm probably going to voice over a lot of this video for you guys. So let's get glam, y'all. Let's get glam. Let's get glam. So y'all know I forgot something. We're not going into the Charlotte Tilbury. We are going to start off with these new Physician Formula metallic, diamond metallics eyeshadows. Do some swatches. Here's the first one. Here is the Artist Couture Supreme Nudes Quickie palette, something like that. So here are the first 4 shades in that Artist Couture palette. I just wanted to quickly swatch these for you guys. And here are the last 4 shades. Beautiful! Alright guys, so we're going to get into some swatches here. Here is the kind of applicator. Nice flat, holds a lot of product. Yeah, you saw my face, girl. These are bomb. This is in the shade Bronzed Brilliance or Brilliance Bronze, and these are duochromes at the drugstore. This, a second shade here, I cannot remember exactly what it's called, you guys, but I will have it linked down below for you. This is also a duochrome. Girl, these are fire. They are so fire. Look how gorgeous those are. Duochromes at the drugstore, yes please. Hey you guys, we're up close and personal. Let's go ahead and start off with the eye look using that Artist Couture palette. I will have all of these shades from this palette used, linked below for you. and let's get into it. How you doing? Don't be judging my brows, y'all. They need to be shaved and cleaned up a little bit, but it is what it is. So yeah, we're just going in with the Artist Couture palette. I'm laying down some matte shades from that palette using the BK Beauty X Angie brushes. Link below if you are still wanting to check those out. And just so you know, BK Beauty does take, I believe it's Afterpay, so don't be afraid to splurge a little bit on yourself. As you guys can see, these shades are laying down beautifully. There's no skipping. They are blending like a dream, and that is because his formula is out of this world. His formula is worth every penny, I promise you. They last all day on the eyes. Girl, have I steered y'all wrong yet? No. So the eye primer that I did use is, of course, my favorite from Viseart. I will also have that linked below, and you guys can check that out if you like. You can also check it out on MASCARA so that you don't have to spend $24, okay? Okay. I'm just gonna throw a deeper shade into the deep crease there and on the outer V to give the eye some depth, if you will. Now for this look, guys, I do switch back and forth between the BK Beauty brushes and the rougher brushes. If you guys want, I can have those linked down below. I don't know if you guys are interested in those, but I am telling you, they have changed the way that I blend my eyeshadows like 100-fold. I swear by these brushes. At the current, these are all that I use, and I absolutely love them. So I'm just taking a clean brush from Delium Tools here and just kind of blending everything together to really give it that seamless blend. Going back on my droopy eye with the rougher brush, and I'm just kind of creating that crease because this is my eye that kind of droops a little bit and makes it look like I don't have a crease. Going back in with a rougher, I'm just taking a lighter shade to kind of you know, really make that shade look like it's all blended together just really seamlessly. So nothing much, just a little bit, doesn't take a whole lot. Going back in with the Delium and just kind of blending all three of those shades together. Now we are going in with the new Physicians Formula Diamond Metallic Liquid Eyeshadow. I am going to use a brush with this, and the reason I'm doing this is because I want to make sure that I get the right amount of product. Sometimes going in with the wand, it can just really make those like cakey, and you don't want that. You want it to be seamless, smooth, and a nice thin layer. If you need to build, but don't go in with a huge clump of liquid eyeshadow. Y'all, perfection. I mean, oh my goodness. When I first put this on, you could instantly see those colors shift, and I fell in love. They're so beautiful. Now, because I'm not a makeup artist, these will not be perfect. I'm still learning how to blend all the way up to my crease with a liquid shadows. So, you know, we do what we do, and we do it as best as we can. It doesn't have to be perfect. You are the only one that has to like it. So now I'm going to take another shade from the Artist Couture palette, and just kind of where I got too much up in the crease, I'm going to try to blend that out a little bit. Now we're going to go in with the darker shade in the outer V and start marrying those two shades together so that it looks a little more cleaner. And then here I noticed I didn't go out far enough on my eye, so I'm just kind of bringing that liquid shadow out a little bit more. And then we're going to go back in with the deeper shade and blend those together. All right, you guys, it is my favorite part of the video. We're going in with the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation. It does have a beautiful pump here, and I cannot remember exactly how many ounces of product you get. It will be linked down below. I'm just going to start off with one pump. And you really want to take this creamy, beautiful formula and just build. So less is more, build it that way. You do not want to waste this because it is kind of expensive. We're going to go in with a squishy, squishy sponge. And here we are, up close and personal again. Boop. Do you guys see how it's starting to kind of cover up all of those flaws on my skin? But it doesn't look like foundation. As I blend it out, it literally starts to like fuse with my skin almost. Like it looks like skin. And that is why I'm okay spending $44 on this product, because it's just beautiful. Even in person, it looks like your skin. Not the highest coverage product, but it is buildable, and you just need a good high coverage concealer. So I'm taking a little bit more, and I'm going to go in with my finger at first to kind of build up in those areas where I need a little bit more coverage, because I love the finish of this. It's really a lightweight product with a nice glowy finish, but without looking or feeling greasy. And it builds up beautifully. Y'all, please don't mind me and the makeup all over my shirt. I don't know how y'all stay clean. Moving on to the Physicians Formula, a Butter Dream Team palette. So this comes with 6 shades. You get 2 bronzers, 2 blush, a setting powder, and a highlight. And here are the swatches. I also picked up the Butter Believe It Pressed Powder in Translucent because they launched this first, and you don't need to pick up both because it comes in the palette. I also picked up the Matte MONOI Butter Believe It Physicians Formula Blush. Look at the pretty packaging. It's so pretty. For those of you that don't know sign, that is the sign for pretty or beautiful. Love, love, love the detail. It is so gorgeous. It smells very good. So here's a little swatch of it on my palm. This is such a pretty mauve color. I love it. So we're going to compare this to the mauve blush in the Dream Team palette. I thought they were the same, and essentially they are. The one in the Dream Team palette is glowy, and the other one is matte. The single blush is matte. I'm like, where's the product, y'all? So now that I'm watching the playback, I can see that that was coming off a little bit, but if you're my skin tone, I don't recommend shaking your brush off. Just go in full throttle with this because it's such a light bronzer that you ain't gonna get no payoff if you tap your brush off. So here, you guys, I noticed that I forgot to use the setting powder, and I wanted to show it to you guys. So I'm just going to lightly set my face all over with the Butter Believe It translucent setting powder. So I'm taking that translucent powder because I went a little overboard with the bronzer on my nose because I'm being blinded by the studio lights, and I'm just kind of blending that in to make it not so noticeable. Let's get it. So going in with the LYS stipple brush, I am taking that with the single blush that I picked up. We're not using the blushes in the palette today, because I actually bought these 2 products first, the powder and the blush, if that makes sense. I really liked this color of blush on me. I wasn't the biggest fan of the bronzer though. You guys know I like mine a little bit darker. So we are gonna go in with the highlight in that palette as well. And here is another swatch of it. It's super creamy, but I just feel like it's a little too creamy and a little too intense right off the bat. So you've been warned. I should have tapped more off the brush. Do you guys see what I mean? It's really intense. So I end up taking my powder brush and actually just, girl, did you see that? It's too intense. So I take my powder brush and I go ahead and blend it out to more what I like my highlighter to look like. Because when they're too intense like this, bling, bling, bling. Whoa! When they're too intense like this, it just highlights every piece of texture that you have on your face. So that's why I don't like the super blinged out highlight anymore. Alright you guys, so this is the final look, except for one thing, we forgot my lip gloss, which I'm going to go ahead and apply right now. This is the Physicians Formula Diamond Plumper Mineral Wear Lip Plumper, and this is one of their new shades. This is in the shade Champagne Cushion Cut. The lip liner that I applied to my lips off camera will be linked down below, along with anything else that I used in the video, and then we're going to talk about how I feel about these products. Alright you guys, so I already knew I was going to like the lip plumper because I have one of their other shades that's more of like a natural kind of shade that you would apply over any lipstick, lip gloss, anything like that. So I really like this one. If you're looking for a new nice plumping lip gloss and an alternative to my personal faves, which are by Buxom, then definitely check these out. To me, they are the exact same thing, just a different applicator. And of course, price point. So I want to talk to you guys first about the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin foundation, because I've been using this for over a week now and I absolutely love it. Now, I wear the shade Neutral or 7 Neutral, and the reason I got that is A, that is what the Charlotte Tilbury site matched me to, as well as I can wear this going into summer. So that's why I got this one. If you're a shade twinsy, I would definitely check this one out if you are interested in trying this. Now, I will be honest, I don't wear this on an everyday basis because I actually have a dupe that will blow your guys' mind. Stay tuned for that video. I'm doing a dupes video soon. But you don't need to run right out and buy this unless you're actually wanting to try out something from Charlotte Tilbury. I highly recommend this. I also like her lipsticks. I have another lipstick that I'll share with you in another video, but they're really creamy, long lasting. This is fantastic. It literally looks like your skin, but better. So I love this. Now, let's move on to the Physicians Formula Face Palette. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Dream Team Palette. First of all, I'm a little frustrated with Physicians Formula just because they do things like this. This launched first. This is their translucent powder in translucent. It is the Butter Believe It pressed powder. It goes along with that Butter Believe It line. However, that same powder is in here, so I'm actually going to send this back because I don't need it twice, you know what I mean? They had also launched this blush. This is the Butter Believe It Matte Mono Butter Blush, and this is in Mauve Mauves. This one right here is an exact dupe for it, except for this one is matte, this one is glowy. The other blush that is in here is another Butter Believe It blush, and this one is in, I want to say this one is in Pink Sands. That's what I want to say. It's super light. So the one thing that I don't love about these palettes is that I feel like every time they come out with a palette, a lot of these have a lot of light shades in them. If you're gonna come out with a palette, let's be inclusive. Let's come out with more than one palette. How about light, medium, and deep? I mean, they've been doing this long enough. It's like you guys know the drill. So it upsets me that a lot of my darker skinned girls that watch me can't use this. because it's nice to have an all-in-one face palette. A lot of the products that they put in here, they're good for your skin. They have good skincare ingredients. They're super creamy and buttery, but it pisses me off when they don't make shade inclusive. Like their Butter Believe It foundation to me was a little more on the right track. Could we get there with the powders and the face palettes? Because I'm not going to recommend this to you guys. The other reason I don't recommend it is I'm not impressed with these two, these two products right here. I can't use them. This is how light this bronzer is. You can barely see it. This blush is very ashy looking, even on me. And this highlight is super, super buttery and creamy. But when you apply it to the skin, it's too much. You really have to blend this out on the skin, as you guys saw. Otherwise, it just looks terrible. So I think that they could have done something else. Comparing it to their All-Star palette, which I have sitting here, I mean, I just feel like they keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. I understand why they did this. It's a great palette. I do love it. However, again, with that lighter bronzer, I can't use the top one either. They're just too light. The matte bronzers in here are almost the same. I do feel like the one in the All-Star palette right here is a little bit deeper than the one in the Dream Team palette. And I just, even this, I can't wear this blush. It's too ashy. So I love Physicians Formula. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. Otherwise, I wouldn't review their products. But Physicians Formula, if you are out there and you hear me, please step it up on the color inclusivity, because it's 2022. Moving on to the Artist Couture Supreme Nudes, the Quickie palette. You guys know I love Artist Couture palettes. That's why I continue to show them on my channel. This one is no exception. I've been wearing this one for, I want to say about a month-ish or so. Maybe 3 weeks. Maybe I'm rushing it. But it's no surprise that I absolutely love it. I've used every color in here, and I love this because it's a great everyday palette. You can glam it up. You can go from day to night. You can go from like early morning appointment to lunchtime brunch with your girls to date night with your man. I mean, it has everything that you need in it. And his pigmentation is out of this world. His formula is so long lasting that when you go to remove your makeup at night, it looks like you just applied your eyeshadow. So highly recommend Artist Couture. This one's a good palette to start out with. The e.l.f. primer, I can't really say yay or nay. When I applied my makeup, I felt like it gave me like a very hydrated base. Everything went on really creamy and smooth, and everything looked good. So to start off, I do like it right off the bat, but I can't recommend it to you yet. I do need to use it a little bit longer. And surprisingly enough, you guys, I love, 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 love this liquid shadow. This is the shade, I think it's Bronze Brilliance. So it's got kind of like a bronze shade, and then it shifts to a green, as you guys saw in the swatches. These are gorgeous. So if you guys are looking to try a new liquid shadow, highly recommend the Diamond Metallics. But these are more duochromes. So great job, Physicians Formula, on that one for coming out with something new. Now this Wet n Wild Mega Clear Brow Lash Mascara. Again, guys, this is another product I have to use a little bit more. I actually used this after I applied a little bit of brow pencil in my brows, and I just kind of combed it through, and I liked how it set them. So I don't feel like they've moved all over the place. I've been sweating and whatnot, and I feel like they look nice. So love this so far, but it's a product that I like now, but I could see maybe not loving it later. Does that make sense? So the next product I've been using off camera is this Persona lip liner. I think I got this in a BoxyCharm. I'll have the shade listed down below, but these are really creamy. I really, really, really have been enjoying this. And as far as longevity, great. It lasts a long amount of time on the lips. So I think that's it, you guys. I don't think I tested anything else today. If I forgot something, just hit me up in the comments below. I will let you guys know. I do want to say there's a few things I did not get to use today. I did not get to use this Wet n Wild Bare Focus Clarifying Finishing Powder. It's vegan, collagen. It's tea tree, vitamin E, and I got the shade light medium. The other ones online looked really dark. And so yeah, I will test this out in another video, as well as this e.l.f. Daily Dew Stick in Iridescent. And there's some other products that I want to share with you guys. Oh, CoverGirl came out. CoverGirl came out with a new mascara. You guys know I usually like their exhibitionist mascaras. So this one I'll be testing out in a new video. It is the Stretch and Strengthen. And then also, you guys, I did pick up all of the Bold Duos or Bold Duo Chromes from City Color. So stay tuned for that video. Have a couple more City Color products coming to you in that as well. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for hanging out with me for today's video. And if you're new here, hi, welcome. My name is Tash. I hope you'll hit that subscribe button before you leave today, as well as the bell. That way you're notified anytime I post. Please hit that bell, you guys. If you're missing out on my community post, it's because either YouTube is not notifying you or you don't have your bell rung. And I post a lot of like high-end makeup sales and other sales that are from, like, you know, the more affordable indie brands, drugstore, all of that. So you're probably missing out on some good deals. To my ride or dies, hey girl, hey, y'all already know, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to come back and hang out with me. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.